Welcome to the channel, everybody. So we're going to be continuing on with the new account. By the way, the challenge is still out there and no one has answered it yet. So the new account is called Wolf Pup JLH. I'm still looking for somebody to tell me if they know what JLH stands for, because it's definitely not my initials. So, we're going to go ahead and get into the third 5 hours of this new account. As you can see, we are already 2 days into the account by the time that we are looking 15 hours in. Obviously, we pushed a little much that first couple days. Not saying that's how I expect most people would play. I expect 15 hours to be more of a first week type of thing, not first couple days. So obviously we got quite a bit going here, but let's go ahead and see how these next 5 hours of the new account went and talk about whether or not I finally remembered that I have an awakening gem for Apocalypse and can actually move on to get closer to getting that free 4-star Nick Fury. So obviously right off the bat here, we went ahead and threw on that XP boost. Want to make sure that we're getting as much as possible, and just right back in there to finish up the path on Act 3.1.4 and again take her down one more time, and that one was enough to get us level 26 with the XP boost on there. So we went ahead and finished it out because, of course, might as well 100% that level before we worry about that level up. Now, that did give us a few resources to work with here. Went ahead and looked. We had level up on at this point in time, so still getting frustrated, honestly, trying to figure out what the best way to do things are. I'm like, okay, so I got a few crystals here. Maybe I can get that 3-star Mystic that's worth awakening, because I really don't want to use it on Doctor Strange. But, God, what am I going to do? I want that 4-star Nick Fury so bad, but at the same time, I don't want to awaken Doctor Strange. He's not a bad champion. He's just nowhere in comparison to all the other great Mystics that are available. Fine. Still nothing out of the crystals we got. Let's just go ahead and look again. Sort through what else there. What are we going to be picking up? Outside of just the 4-star Nick Fury, is it really worth awakening Doctor Strange for that? Okay, screw it. We'll go over and just continue on Act 3. First takedown of Juggernaut there went fairly well, so gonna go ahead and push through. Let's go ahead, check the champions again. Got a few people. Let's go ahead and do some level ups here, because obviously we do have level up on. Get some points. Maybe that can find us something to help with. Going to go ahead and push up Atuma here. Not going to take him up that far. But at the same time, that brought him into our top 5. Got Doctor Strange there. Might as well go ahead and push something into him, especially if we do end up getting stuck awakening him. But I just keep not checking my inventory. I will say this is probably one of the reasons that I have been really disappointed in the fact that Kabam removed that items used event that we all relied on for so long. Because if that had came up by now, I guarantee I would have checked my inventory and remembered that I had that setting in there. But of course, we're just going to keep pushing on. Went ahead and bought a few more mastery cores so that we could go ahead and unlock some of these higher end masteries. Went ahead and got perfect through some levels into perfect block here, because we still didn't have enough cores there to be able to open up precision, open up cruelty, or open up that greater recovery. 3 of the things that I definitely want to make sure that we get points into there. So went ahead, got through Juggernaut all the times we needed to, and now we're on our way through the final level. First pass through, first time of taking down Ultron, and this puts us Act 3.1 all but done. Obviously, that we still got to go through and finish all the pass, but we are that much closer to getting through Act 3. There's another 3-star crystal. Again, let's see if it's a mystic. I mean, if it's magic, if it's Tigra, I mean, there's so many mystics that we really could get there. That, I mean, Abs Man, it just goes on and on. Just don't want to use it on Doctor Strange. Go ahead and open up the other sorted crystals we got. And we got a champion that's really good, and Angela, but again, not a mystic champion to be able to awaken there. So go ahead, we've got, like I said, we got level up on still, so let's go ahead and throw some levels into her, get her pushed up a little bit, maybe look at bringing her into our questing team, see if maybe we can't do something to have her boost us up a little bit. Wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but she does have a really good synergy with Heimdall, which does give us an indefinite fury boost, which is absolutely wonderful for Captain Marvel movie. She definitely benefits having fury, having a fury boost on, so that is or fury buff, I should say. So that's definitely something that we were considering. And when we brought her into the team, we noticed that gave us a chance to, really look and see. We went ahead and added Gore to the team as well, and just continued on to go ahead and get Ultron for that final time. I got most of the way to him and just was thinking, I don't know, there's something just not setting right with me. Is there something in rewards I'm missing? Is there something somewhere that I'm just missing? So I went through, checked my crystals. There's nothing in there. I got just one from questing. Went over to look at my champions. Still, I mean, I can push a few people up. Let's go ahead and look at our inventory. It's the first time we have, so it's telling us about the overflow. Really nothing in the overflow that's going to help us. And there it is, folks. The reminder that I had that stupid awakening gem this whole time, and that it could have awakened Apocalypse, which was a champion worth using the gem on. Immediately get that Sig 99 crystal, and we need to put a Sig stone into somebody. So again, let's go ahead and boost Apocalypse again. Sig 99 3-star Apocalypse. Let's go. Get that rank up gem. Okay. Well, we need to rank somebody up. Don't want to use resources. Instant rank up gem onto Doctor Strange, so he is getting leveled up further. Grabbing another rank up gem for that 2 to 3 for a 3-star there. And again, we need to rank up a champion again. So let's go ahead and keep pushing. But this time I decided, instead of putting it all into Doctor Strange, since we did already level up Awaken Apocalypse, let's see what resources it would take to go ahead and level him up there, and maybe it would be better to go ahead and get him ranked up. So we went ahead and checked the Nick Fury quest again. Obviously, I know how much of a benefit this is going to be, not only because it's a 4-star champion, but it's a great 4-star champion to be using for the account, and I know he can carry us through quite a bit. So let's go ahead and jump in and finish up this quest so that we can go grab the resources to level up Apocalypse there. And just by going in, because we had finished those quests, was enough to go ahead and push us over to level 27 there. Went ahead and did the level up, got the announcement of that out of the way, and then ran over, finished up Ultron. Still one more path that we need to do for that, but let's go get that tier 1 class catalyst for mutant there so that we can go ahead and push Apocalypse up. Instantly took him up. That's some more rewards, 3 more Prim crystals. That could benefit us quite a bit. Let's go ahead and keep pushing him up there so that we can go, because we know we're going to be using him for questing at this point. And like I said, obviously we got that level up event still going on. So we want to go ahead and keep pushing there. Went ahead and pushed him up as far as we could because we were out of tier 2 basic. But, that definitely got us quite a bit more. We got a few gems, crystals in here to look at. Let's see if we can get anything good. You know, just some sig stones, some arena crystal or arena boosts, some gold. Obviously, some of these catalysts are definitely going to come into play and help us out. Another energy refill, some more arena boosts. Now let's see what these 4 prims give us. All 2 stars except for that Civil Warrior, who is not a great champion by any means. But hey, we expect to pull some duds here and there. He is our first 3-star tech champion. So let's go ahead and throw some levels into him. You know, we've got the resources. But want to be sparing there because obviously, experience tells me that I know resources are going to get finite, especially gold. So I don't want to use up too much. Obviously, still need to rank up a champion here. So let's go ahead and rank up a 1-star. And that's what we did. Ranked up 1-star or Hawkeye here. Obviously, there are events down the road that we'll be able to use him for, but we'll go ahead and leave that alone. Was able to pick up 2 more of the mastery cores and finally go over here and unlock recovery, which is great because we immediately threw a point into that. A bit more healing factor for us there, which is definitely going to play into our strategy because that's going to keep us alive a little bit longer without having to use as many resources. Time to go ahead and go over and finish up Ultron. Obviously, we did a little bit as far as that, but we didn't switch out the team for some reason. Should have really switched out Gore for Apocalypse at this point, but occasionally you're just not thinking and just wanting to get through what you're working on, and that's what we did. Went ahead and got in there, got that first pass done, and then we needed to go do some things on event quest for the Nick Fury quest. We need 4 pass or 4 we need to complete 4 runs of event quest, doesn't matter what level, what difficulty. So we went ahead and got over here, got the first one done. Obviously we had done the first 2 the first time that it required us to do EQ, so there's the 3rd time of taking Scorpion down. Yet again, a few more units, a few more shards, a few more resources, and now over to go ahead and face Penny Parker for the first time, who is an annoying boss, especially with low-level champions. So she did give us a little bit of a fight there. Went ahead and looked to see if maybe that earned us enough for anything worthwhile. Obviously popping that crystal and getting a selector for our catalyst is great. We know we got Nick Fury coming up here, so we're going to need that skill catalyst. So we went ahead and took that because we knew we had plenty of catalyst there for Apocalypse already. Again, another Cosmic. We got a few Cosmic champions that could definitely benefit. Just getting through the crystals here and then back into questing. Also gave us a chance to go ahead and let our energy build up a little bit while we were doing a little bit of this stuff. Kind of checking the time there, making sure how late we were going. Wanted to see how many passes we really did tonight. Debated on whether or not to just go ahead and do a single run through all of the EQ and take the final rewards, but I figured why not? Let's go ahead and 100% everything. Plus, on top of that, staying in those first 2 levels means that we're going to have a little less difficulty. So we went ahead and got through it again, got up here to Penny Parker, and again took her down. 3rd time, and the 4th pass through that we needed, we struggled a little extra there and had to go ahead and finish her off with Heimdall. Had already gotten through her quite a bit with Captain Marvel movie. And not only did that give us some fight wins, but that gave us our next step in the Nick Fury quest. And again, it comes up that we need to rank up champions. So back over here to debate it, and I need to rank up champions, not level up champions. But of course, not thinking, so I went ahead and put the resources into that 1-star Hawkeye and said, okay, well, that was dumb, so let's go ahead and rank up 2-star Colossus here. This probably would have been a really great opportunity to went and farmed some resources and pushed up Apocalypse more at this point, but we will eventually get to that. did go ahead and collect those rewards. Already had another one ready. And again, back to needing to rank up a champion. This time we're setting on that gem to be able to push him from 2 to 3 with Doctor Strange here. So we went ahead and again did that because it meant no resource farming because we already had it. It's amazing. I held back on that Awakening Gem on him for so long, and yet we still end up putting plenty of resources into him. Not that it's a bad thing. It'll definitely benefit us in the arena. We will be doing some arena on this account in the next video, I believe. But this one will definitely not be one. We're continuing on with questing here. We did earn enough for a 3-star champion there. And Awakened Civil Warrior. Out of all the champions that we can naturally awaken, Civil Warrior would definitely not be the one that I was looking for. But he does have power control. So, I mean, if it came down to it, maybe we might find a use for him. We did end up pushing over to level 28. We used the point there before we even bothered, and then we came in here to get the resources to go ahead and push up Apocalypse. Went back over, took care of that, pushed him up to rank 3, and we're going to go ahead and push him all the way up to rank 4 because he is going to be a champion that I know that I'm going to be using for the rest of this time, at least until we start having monumental 4 stars in there that gives us a reason to push him out of the mix here. Plus, on top of that, knowing that we're going to be going hardcore on Act 3 after this, having him and Captain Marvel movie both at rank 4, and with him being at max sig, that was going to give us a little bit more to work with. Obviously, there's times that I get late in the night here and I have to do math in my head on what the best way to use my ISO is, because I know I want to keep my cost down for gold purposes, and I also want to make sure that I'm not wasting ISO whatsoever. Now, before we continued on with Act 3, we decided to go ahead and finish up another run on EQ here, just because that way maybe we could pick up a little extra resources by having the second one. And went ahead and went back to Act 3 after that. We'll get back to EQ at some point, but it's not going to be right this minute. There's too much at stake with going ahead and getting in here and getting that Nick Fury. So we went ahead and pushed our way through. Got through Old Man Logan for the first time. That used up most of our energy, and we were getting a little late in the evening. So we went ahead and looked over where that put us on things. Opened up the few crystals that we had pending at that moment, and used up our energy real quick here so that we weren't leaving anything on the table. Like I said, I opened up those final couple crystals that we had achieved in that first path through. Went over to see what else we had available to us. Bought another mastery course so that we have those for the 5. And that's it, folks. That's exactly where we left it at. Final run through there of the next 5 hours. The account is doing great already. I will let you know that we're going to get another update on the account out on Saturday. I'm going to do some live streaming tomorrow afternoon. We had a great live stream yesterday to kick off the new monthly quests for EQ, as well as all the other things. Really want to thank everybody that made it in for that live stream. Like I said, we are going to start doing live streaming quite a bit more often. We will have the normal Sunday night live stream. The next 5 hours in the new account, if not a little bit more, will be out on Saturday, like I said, and then we'll do our average crystal opening on Monday, and then we're going to get the new account wrapped up so that we can start doing that, some of it on our live streams, as well as other content too. So I hope you guys make it back for the next one. I hope everybody's had a great week, has had some great God tier pulls, and is pushing through those quests. Remember, guys, just because spending makes it easier doesn't mean free to play isn't possible, and we are going to 100% prove it with this account. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys back for the next one. Peace out.